All right, good morning. Welcome to our opening day for IAYMH 2019. My name is Minnie Vo. I'm one of the youth co-conveners this year. I'd like to welcome all of you this morning, bright and early, to some of our international visitors. Welcome to Brisbane, welcome to Australia. And wishing you all a happy Diwali, wishing you all health and prosperity during this time. So I invite some of our late arrivals to take their seats. And before we begin, I would like to provide an overview of our housekeeping rules. But obviously, of course, first of all, I would like to thank our sponsors here today. So Origin, Headspace, the Australian Government Department of Health, the Queensland Government, Mind, Frame, Lifeline, Foundry, Graham Beck Foundation, Reach Out Australia, Kids Helpline, Aftercare, and MPRAC. So without these guys, we wouldn't really be here today. So back to housekeeping rules. It is important in the case of an emergency, particularly in the situation of fire and evacuation, it is important to follow the instructions of BCEC staff. Our assembly point is outside the main doors from the registration desk and across the road. So I would like to introduce the Nunukul Yagara Aboriginal Dance Company for our Welcome to Country. If you'd like to give them a round of applause.
Slight change of plan, everybody. With the dance group is in a different location, but they're coming, so we thought we might just move on with the rest of the program and reshuffle a bit. My name is Pat McGorry. I'm the president of the IAYMH. And I'd also like to add my welcome to Minis, and tell you a little bit about the IAYMH. It's been going for about 10 years now. This is the 5th conference. This is the most amazing conference that I ever go to. It's very, very different from any others, and I think it's you're already experiencing that. So we'd like to thank you all for coming from all around the world. There are 41 different countries represented this time, 650 delegates. It's part of a movement, really. It's not just research or clinical work. It's co-design. It's every sector of youth health, youth mental health, and a much broader social focus. And the program, I think it's one of the best programs I've seen so far. We should thank Rosie Purcell, the program convener, and also the program committee. I also want to thank the organising committee, Craig Hodges, John Moran, Jason Trethowan, and all the other people that helped with that. So the Australian government have been very supportive. This is the first time we've attracted support from the government for this conference, so we're very grateful to Minister Hunt, and I'd like to now ask for the welcome video from the Minister to be shown. Well, thank you, Minister. I think you can see that we are getting very good engagement and support from our federal government, and of course there's an awful lot more to do, and these are just the first steps. But thank you, Minister. Now we are able to introduce well, we're going to have the Welcome to Country and then the Nunukul Yagara Aboriginal Dance Company. So the suspense has been building, but I'd like to welcome you. We're really delighted you're able to join us today. Thank you.
G'day, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Nunukul Yagara Aboriginal Dancers. My name is Ashley Rusker and I'm a descendant of the Yagara people. For those who don't know, the Yagara people are the local tribe which occupies the Brisbane region and surrounding areas, stretching all the way from the mouth of the Brisbane River out to the Great Dividing Range of the Warwick and Toowoomba ranges. Also back out to the Caboolture River and as far down south to the Logan River. Within the tribe there are several different sub-clans, the Jagara, the Yagara and also the Yugarapool people. On behalf of those tribal groups and the Yagara people, I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here today, and I say, "Yiri ngamali intakanari na bajara malangamindo nanya barely nanya payami jara," which means you're all welcome to gather here on this land, and may God and all of our ancestors guide us in peace. We like to extend this welcome further with a song and dance which we call Malaja. Malaja is our welcoming song to welcome you and also the good ngoro, the good ancestors as well. Oh, nanya yagarang ngoro. Oh, nanya Malaja. Oh, ay. Welcome. This next song and dance is one of our yuri, our totem. For those who don't know what a totem is, it's a representation of your family group or your clan. This could be a tree or an animal. But this tree or animal we don't touch, harm or kill in any way. For us here in the Brisbane region, ours is what we call maroon, which is the sand goanna. This next song and dance is one which we call Mibbin. Mibbin is the yuri or the totem for the people down at the Gold Coast, the Kumbameri. Now, this does bring us to our final song and dance of this morning, and this one is one which we call Yuloparipa. Yuloparipa is a song and dance which comes from North Stradbroke Island, an island situated just off the coast here. And this song and dance is a farewell song and dance. And in this song, we mention a certain word, and this word is Yuwai. Yuwai to our people is a special word. It means it's sad times now because we're leaving, but one day we'll all see each other again, and if not here on earth, then up in Biralija, up in God's country. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a wonderful audience, and it's been our pleasure to come here and share a little bit of the culture with you. Thank you.
Well, in thanking the dance company, I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the lands on which we're meeting today, and to the leaders past, present and emerging. And I just want to mention too that it's a very important theme in this conference, Indigenous mental health. It's obviously a key issue which we haven't devoted anywhere near enough attention to, but I'm pleased to say one of the highlights of this conference is this evening in a special session on social and emotional well-being of young people in Indigenous communities. And it's chaired by Lisa Paul and Scott Wilson. That's at 5:45 tonight in this hall. So if you're interested in that issue, I really encourage you to be there. I think it'll be a real highlight. So the next thing is to mention something very important. One of the reasons we haven't made enough progress in mental health is because we have not mobilised the public in their own self-interest. It's a huge, mental health is not just a huge issue for young people, but for people across the lifespan. Affects probably best part of 5 million Australians. The Minister said 4, but it's increasing because the population's increasing. It's a very big number, but you wouldn't think that when you look at the quality and scale of mental health care in this country, and probably in every country that's represented here today. So why is that? And we believe it's because the people have not actually been mobilised and engaged to fight for the issue. So something is changing here. In Australia, we've now set up a charity called Australians for Mental Health, which is a campaign organisation to mobilise those 5 million Australians. And we're part of a global movement now called United for Global Mental Health, which has been established in the last 12 months, based in London and led by CEO Alicia London. And they held their first meeting in South Africa in January this year, which I attended with 4 Australians, and we are part of this movement now. This has really gained a lot of momentum. There was a major event at the UN 3 weeks ago in New York, which really launched a campaign called Speak Your Mind. Speak Your Mind is a global campaign which is intended to give a voice for action on mental health, not just awareness. We're a bit over awareness, and we really need to see some real action. Campaigners from 15 countries around the world have come together, pledging to secure meaningful, urgent action from their governments. We ask all of you here at the conference to sign this global petition calling for mental health for all. And the website is gospeakyourmind.org. And the Australian website for Australians' mental health is Australians for Mental Health, all one word, .org.au. So we really ask you to do your bit for mental health, and we're going to show you a short video about it now.
Thank you. That was a wonderful video. So in helping us to speak our mind and to raise more awareness about the work here at IAYMH and those of our partners, I would like to introduce to the stage Liza Davis from Reach Out Australia, our official social media partner for this year's conference.
Good morning, Brisbane. Thanks for having Reach Out Australia here today. We're very proud to be the social media partner, and my role is to run through a little bit of digital housekeeping with you and to get us trending on social media. So here we go. And thank you, Annie. So what I'm going to do is just give you a quick refresher on some of those key points and just add some new information that you might not yet have. So first things first, there is Wi-Fi access. The network name is IAYMH2019, and to get into that Wi-Fi, same code. So get yourself connected and online. Quick refresher, our Twitter handle is @IAYMH. Our hashtags, please use them. It's how we can follow what you're doing. They're IAYMH2019 and #YouthMH. Then follow us on Twitter and get on Facebook. Just a reminder, do get the app. It is so useful to have. It's got all the conference information, your schedule, speaker information, as well as you can submit a question for the plenary sessions. So I'll just run through how to do that quickly. So in the BCEC app, you can go to schedule and click on the session, and then there's ask a question through there. You can also do it through an icon in that app called interactive sessions. So that will allow you to put a question in, and what we can do is also take questions from the floor and through the app at the time of those plenary sessions. Get active. We really want you to get involved. And just a final word, just remember when posting quotes where you can tag the presenter, where some of our presenters don't want us to share the information online, that will be made very clear. So if you could respect that if we're asked not to. Post with respect and tolerance. If you're taking photos and lots of shots, make sure you do ask those in the photo if they're happy to be posted socially. And just overall be respectful. Thank you, everyone. Have a good conference.